gotta do what she does. She can't do it.
She says she's done.
Okay.
What's that? Okay, call the meeting to order at 10 o'clock. Larry?
Chairman, I respectfully request, a moment of silence.
Very appropriate. Let's have a moment of silence, please. Thank you. Mr. O'Brien?
Please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. In case of fire or other emergency, there are protective rooms there, and there. In case of emergency, please proceed to the nearest exit, find the nearest stairway. Go down the exit building, get as far away from the building as you can, so fire and emergency people can do their job. If you need assistance to get out, please contact one of us for help. Please silence your cell phones for this meeting. Thank you.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Hankey.
Here.
Ms. Sedler. Mr. Ferguson.
Here.
Mr. Shaw.
Here.
Mr. Hall.
Here.
Mr. Fisher.
Here.
Mr. Hicks.
Here.
Mr. Nolan.
Here.
Mr. O'Brien.
Here.
Mr. Haff.
Here.
Mr. Campbell.
Here.
Mr. Skelly.
Here.
Mr. Hogan.
Here.
Mr. Wilson. Mrs. Clary.
Here.
Mr. Griffith.
Here.
Mr. Rosell.
Here.
Okay, before we get started, I have an announcement. Every supervisor in the county is supposed to be attending a meeting with FEMA regarding our floodplain things, which I canceled once because they were going to do it today or going to do it this morning. And I wrote them and said that a number of us were going to be attending the services this afternoon, and they have canceled it again. So it will be held on May 4th. From 1 to 2:30. You should all probably get an email in your, wherever you get probably on a county email, I think is where you're sending all the stuff. But I will, as before, try and set something up here in the committee room so we can all sit together and not have to, everybody try and get on the FEMA site and do it. Okay? I am stalling because I have one more minute before I can open the public hearing, so if you want to talk about FEMA or anything else, we can certainly stall for a little longer. Alternately, I can declare it to be 10:05, yes.
If the supervisors are all meeting, does that constitute a meeting?
Probably.
No, if you're not discussing public business, this is not. We're not.
I was just curious.
We could all go to a movie too.
Yeah, well, that would be random. This isn't random, that's why I asked.
I think it's a town, they're meeting with towns.
Yeah.
It's not county business, so I think therefore
It's curious.
Two things. Number one is you're listening to a presentation. You're not making any decisions. You're not discussing county business.
Plus it's FEMA, they're not serious anyway. Okay. Now we declare it to be 10:05. Could the clerk read the notice for the public hearing?
Public hearing concerning introductory local law A of 2023. The Board of Supervisors of Washington County will hold a public hearing in the Supervisors Chambers, County Office Building B, Fort Edward, New York, on the 21st day of April 2023 at 10:05 a.m. to consider the adoption of proposed introductory local law A of 2023. A local law providing for use of best value purchasing pursuant to New York State General Municipal Law, Section 103, and New York State Finance Law, Section 163. This local law shall indicate Washington County's desire to avail itself of the best value purchasing option contained in New York General Municipal Law, Section 103, and New York State Finance Law, Section 163, to allow for flexibility in the purchase of goods and services for Washington County's operations, therefore providing efficiency and value to the taxpayers. All persons interested in the subject matter of proposed introductory local law A of 2023 will be heard at that time and place concerning the same. Further notice is hereby given that copies of said introductory local law A of 2023 are available at the office of the clerk of said Board of Supervisors at Fort Edward, New York, and on the county website. By order of the Board of Supervisors, dated March 23rd, 2023.
Thank you. With that, we'll open the meeting. Does anybody wish to comment on local law A of 2023? Is there any public comment on local law A of 2023? Any member of the public wish to comment on local law A of 2023? Having called for a comment 3 times and heard none, I'll declare the public hearing closed at 10:06. Next, we have a presentation for National Public Safety Communicators Week. There's copies in your desk. There's 2 proclamations today. One's on one side, one's on the other. Did Glenn wish to say something?
We've got Communications Supervisor Walt Simpson, David Chambers, and Communications Officer Crystal Moore to receive the proclamation.
Okay, let me read it to you. And I'm doing this, yes. Hope you appreciate that I'm reading this, not making you do it. Whereas emergencies can occur at any time that require police, fire, emergency medical services in Washington County, and whereas when an emergency occurs, the prompt response of our law enforcement, fire, and emergency medical personnel is critical for the protection of life and preservation of property, and whereas the safety of our first responders is dependent on the quality and accuracy of information obtained from citizens who call our Washington County Department of Public Safety Communications Center, and whereas our public safety communications professionals are the first and most critical contact our citizens have with emergency services, and whereas our public safety communications professionals are the single vital link for the first responders by monitoring their activities for radio, providing them information, ensuring their safety, and whereas public safety communications professionals in Washington County Department of Public Safety have contributed substantially to the apprehension of criminals, suppression of fires, and treatments of patients, and whereas each of our communications professionals have exhibited compassion, understanding, and professionalism during their performance of their job during the past year, therefore be it resolved that the Board of Supervisors in Washington County declares the week of April 9th through 15th, 2023 to be National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week in honor of our men and women whose diligence and professionalism keep our county citizens and first responders safe. Thank you guys very much. From the perspective of a retired police officer, I was babysat many times by the dispatchers. I appreciate you having their back, and I also appreciate the stress you have to endure on a daily basis with things like our recent episode and all the subsequent calls we get from a non-understanding public. Subsequent to that, you guys got a tough road to hoe. Thank you very much from all of us. Next, we have some retirement plaques. First is from corrections, Walter Lipstar. Is Walt here? Come on up. Get your picture taken. Want to come through there? Right there. Well, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
That's a tough job.
Thank you.
kind of adopted her, but I appreciate it.
By the way, Walt had 17 years, 5 months. Karen had 36 years and 1 month. Next one's Department of Public Health, Lee Senate, who's got 20 years and 1 month. Lee here. There you go. Tina, you want to come up with it? Oh, I didn't see you. You are.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Mike Appler from Department of Public Works, 42 years. How many highway superintendents is that? Congratulations. That's your best. Also from Department of Public Works, that don't go away. Lucas Grimler, 31 years and 8 months, is Lucas. Okay, you get it. Probably nobody here for social services, right? Okay, the first one is Catherine McMurray, 20 years and 5 months. So I was right, no one here for social services.
Thank you. We are.
How's that?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, wait. There's Matt here. Okay, we've got 2 more. Once the rowdies settle down, we have 2 more, Michelle Smith and Judith Taylor. Michelle's got 25 years, 9 months, and Judith is 32 years and 4 months. And I don't believe he was in attendance, so I will present them to you. I can't believe they don't want to hear the rest of this.
Now, what's to do?
Let them get filed out. I think it says something pretty significant when you have people that have got that much longevity working with Washington County. That says something about us as an agency and about the diligence of the people. I really think that's one of the more pleasant jobs. Chairman. Okay, condensed minutes. You got the condensed minutes in your packet from March 17th, 2023. I'll consider them accepted as mail unless there's any additions or corrections. Any additions or corrections? Seeing none, communications?
For communications, Senator Steck acknowledged receipt of our resolution number 75, supporting proposed increased fees to enhance the snowmobile trail development and maintenance fund. And from the Adirondack Park Local Government Review Board in the town of Stony Creek, in receipt of their resolutions opposing the passage of Conservation Subdivision Design Bill A 04608. That's all I have for communications.
Thank you. Committee reports, audit committee?
Chairman, I'd like to move the bills for payment. The audit committee went through them all, and we were presenting $4,547,593.84 for payment by the board and recommend approval.
And to give the budget officer a heart attack. Okay, moved by Supervisor Bryan, second. Ferguson, Shaw, Clary, Griffith, Rozell, and Nolan. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Carried. We have one more proclamation for National Crime Victims Week, which is April 23rd through 29th. Copies on the back of your other proclamation. Your desk. Supervisor privilege of the floor. Anybody got privilege? Okay, I'll give Merle 5 minutes.
What's going on in Washington County? I decided to write because I stumbled too much. You have closed the nursing home. You're in the process of closing the land transfer station. Greenwich's rate for kitchen bags has gone up 33%. You have closed the county clerk office, open by appointment only. You have at least one member who does not believe in the First Amendment, yet he is accusing me of badgering you. You have at least one member takes umbrage for me asking him how he voted. I didn't know what umbrage meant. The only umbrage I know is Professor Umbridge from the Harry Potter book. Read the dictionary. Offense, resentment for asking a question. Take offense or resentment from me for asking you how you voted. Kathy Hochul hasn't got her budget because of bail reform. She didn't get her appeals court just she wanted. From a reporter, she responded, "You have to have thick skin for this job." I think you people need to follow her example and get thicker skin. What am I seeing in Washington County that is changing? U.S. flag upside down. What is the dire distress going on? What Biden flag? during the last snowstorm, my snow blower got a flat tire. Then the air compressor broke. Does that mean I'm done?
Finish your sentence, I don't wanna cut you off in mid-sentence.
Oh, is that the 5 minutes is up already?
Yeah.
Oh. I got this much to read. Can I have 2 minutes?
No, you have 1 minute.
I'll read till I hear the dawn. So I got the snow blower. The air compressor broke. And I called Adam Woods on Route 40. He called back and said, remember what I did? I tried to get his wife fired from her job. Think about that the next time you get a flat tire, you commie. So what is happening in Washington County? In an election year? I am assuming you're running again. It's like a lifetime appointment, correct? Are you trying to make Washington County better or worse? Take away our services, promote hate, division against others? Who is the other? Black, migrants, Dave, Democrat? I ask you again, what are you doing to make Washington County better? Yes, please call 638-6914 and listen to the message. Don't worry, we never pick up the phone. Thank you for your time and service.
You had 3 seconds to go, Merle.
How much time did I have?
You had 3 seconds to go here on your extra minute.
Have a nice
Yeah.
day. And my condolences to the 90.
Okay. Introduce the resolutions, we do not need a motion to set aside the rules this time.
Resolution number 114 by Supervisors Griffith, Campbell, Hicks, O'Brien, Shaw, Skelly, title Resolution of the Board of Supervisors of Washington County establishing the Board of Supervisors of Washington County as lead agency pursuant to the State Environmental Quality Review Act relative to the proposed project of the application by the Board of Supervisors to the New York State Office of Parks, Recreation, and Historic Places Snowmobile Trail Grant and Aid application for the year 2023-2024.
Chairman, moving resolution number 114.
Moved by Supervisor Griffith, second. Ferguson, Shaw, Hall, Campbell, Skelly, Clary, and Nolan. Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 115 by Supervisors Griffith, Campbell, Hicks, O'Brien, Shaw, Skelly, title Resolution of the Board of Supervisors of Washington County issuing a negative declaration pursuant to the State Environmental Quality Review Act relative to the proposed project of the application by the Board of Supervisors to the New York State Office of Parks, Recreation, and Historic Places Snowmobile Trail Grant and Aid application for the year 2023-2024.
Mr. Chairman, moving resolution number 115.
Moved by Supervisor Griffith, second. Ferguson, Shaw, Hall, Campbell, Skelly, Clary, and Nolan. Have you all read the seeker form? So we actually reviewed it? Yes. In great detail. Satisfied?
Yeah, so this is basically a maintenance of what we currently have with a few minor changes. None of the plan characteristics have changed, which I hope you noticed in your thorough review of the project. So that's why the board, I think it's appropriate for them to have a negative declaration in this case.
Further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 116 by Supervisors Fedler, O'Brien, Half, Hicks, Rozell, Fisher, titled to adopt introductory local law A of 2023.
Chairman, moving resolution number 116.
Moved by Supervisor O'Brien, second. Ferguson, Hall, Fisher, Campbell, Rozell, and Nolan. Is there any discussion? Yeah.
I think the way this local law is written, and the policy itself, is very complicated and wordy, and I don't think anybody's going to remember it at all unless you keep policy with you. There's too many dollar values, different. $20,000, $50,000 and $1. They're all over the place. I don't think it's an easy policy to remember and go by. I don't know why you would limit yourself to best value to just a few vendors. All vendors.
Further discussion? The roll call.
Mr. Hanky?
Yes.
Mr. Ferguson?
Yes.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Mr. Hall?
Yes.
Mr. Fisher?
Yes.
Mr. Hicks?
Yes.
Mr. Nolan?
Yes.
Mr. O'Brien?
Yes.
Mr. Haff?
Yes.
Mr. Campbell?
Yes.
Mr. Skelly?
Yes.
Mr. Hogan?
Yes.
Mrs. Clary? Yes. Mr. Griffith?
Yes.
Mr. Rozell?
Yes.
The resolution is adopted, 4,482 yes, 208 absent. Resolution number 117 by Supervisor Skelly, Rozell, Haff, O'Brien, Fedler, Shaw, Ferguson, Wilson, Fisher. Title: Amend DPW staffing pattern for the summer construction season.
Moving resolution number 117.
Moved by Mr. Skelly, second. Ferguson, Shaw, Hall, Fisher, Campbell, and Nolan. Discussion. The discussion I have is I wish we could do this for perpetuity. We do it every single year. That's probably we can't because of contract issues and things, but, we have seen it before. Further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 118 by Supervisor Skelly, Rozell, Haff, O'Brien, Fedler, Shaw, Ferguson, Wilson, Fisher. Title: to award mini bid number 12431, full-size transport van with wheelchair.
Moving resolution number 118.
Moved by Supervisor Skelly, second. Ferguson, Hall, Fisher, O'Brien, Campbell, Cleary, Rozell, and Nolan. Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 119 by Supervisor Skelly, Rozell, Haff, O'Brien, Fedler, Shaw, Ferguson, Wilson, Fisher. Title: to amend to award mini bid number 12697, Class 5 regular cab DRW 4x4 diesel.
Moving resolution number 119.
Moved by Supervisor Skelly, second. Ferguson, Shaw, Hall, Fisher, Campbell, Rozell, and Nolan. Getting the bedeviled here. Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 120 by Supervisors Wilson, Hogan, Haff, Hicks, O'Brien, Clary, Rozell. Title: authorizing agreement with Village of Fort Edward for sheriff's patrol within the village and surrounding area.
Mr. Chairman, moving resolution number 120, please.
Moved by Supervisor Hogan, second. Ferguson, Shaw, Hall, Fisher, O'Brien, Campbell, and Nolan. Discussion. Mr. Haff.
This is a question for the county attorney. I know that when a resolution is written, the whereases don't really mean anything, they're kind of fluff. And the resolve is what you actually do. But in the whereas, it says that there will be financial recompensation. Shouldn't that be said again under the resolve, or would it be in the form of the agreement that you write? Would it be in that?
It's in the form of the agreement.
I think that's a very important thing, because later on, we have another resolution for 4 deputies.
Right.
Which is tied to this. I don't want people to forget years from now, financial doesn't come in, that we continue this.
Right, and as we've discovered in other endeavors, it's doing the auditing and paying attention to the expenses where importance lies. And the agreement does have a true-up section in it that ensures that we know exactly what we're spending on what and how.
But would there be anything in the agreement that when the true-up ends, that the village doesn't want to pay the county anymore, that this potentially could go away?
Well, the agreement's only for a year, I believe. We're gonna have to renew it again.
Plan on doing it annually, all the time?
I don't know. It's up to the village as to whether or not they want to request those services. Remember, this is a request by the village for these services. We would normally patrol the village. They're asking for a dedicated series of personnel to be within or close to that jurisdiction. So this
This
is
is one to be enhanced.
yes, so this is a request by them for something. We don't necessarily have to provide it. That's why you have to approve the agreement and be confident that you're getting what you're looking for out of our side of it.
All right, thank you.
Further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 121 by Supervisors Griffith, Campbell, Hicks, O'Brien, Shaw, Skelly, titled to authorize execution of a revised five-county memorandum of understanding concerning operations of the Lake Champlain, Lake George Regional Planning Board.
Mr. Chairman, moving resolution number 121.
Moved by Supervisor Griffith, second. Ferguson, Shaw, Hall, O'Brien, Campbell, and Nolan. Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 122 by Supervisors Wilson, Hogan, Half, Hicks, O'Brien, Clary, Rozell, titled to make appointment to the Washington County Fire Advisory Board.
Mr. Chairman, moving resolution number 122.
Moved by Supervisor Hogan, second. Ferguson, O'Brien, Hall, Haff, Campbell, Skelly, Clary, and Nolan. Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 123 by Supervisors Skelly, Rozell, Half, O'Brien, Fedler, Shaw, Ferguson, Wilson, Fisher, titled to authorize memorandum of agreement with the Lake Champlain, Lake George Regional Planning Board to administer the Empire State Development Grant, Washington County Sewer District Number 1, sanitary sewer replacement.
Mr. Chairman, moving resolution number 123.
Moved by Supervisor Skelly, second. Ferguson, Hall, Fisher, Campbell, and Nolan. By the way, it's not that I'm forgetting your names, I'm going slow so Debbie can get it. I go too fast when I lift off a second, so. Some of you are looking at me as if I've forgotten your name. I haven't.
I should have thought of that excuse.
Yeah. Discussion, Mr. Haff.
Underneath the budget impact statement, it says 24,000 quarterly, so is that $96,000?
No, it's to
To be invoiced quarterly. So it's 24 divided by 4. Yes. Not 24 times 4.
Further discussion?
Don't send us a bill for 96,000. It kind of says that.
No, the comma says to be invoiced. If there was no comma, it would be $24,000.
Thank you, Mr.
Once I became a police officer, I really wish they paid more attention in high school English, because commas are important.
Merle dictionary back there.
All right, settle down. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 124 by Supervisors Skelly, Rozell, Half, O'Brien, Fedler, Shaw, Ferguson, Wilson, Fisher, titled to authorize memorandum of agreement with the Lake Champlain, Lake George Regional Planning Board to administer the Empire State Grant, Washington County Sewer District Number 2 Capital Improvement Plan.
Moving resolution number 124.
Moved by Supervisor Skelly, second. Ferguson, Hall, Fisher, O'Brien, Campbell, Rozell, and Nolan. Discussion. The roll call. I'm sorry, next one. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 125 by Supervisors Hicks, Skelly, O'Brien, Clary, Wilson, titled to amend the staffing pattern entitled by grade schedule for law intern, county attorney.
Mr. Chairman, moving resolution 125.
Moved by Supervisor Hicks, second. Ferguson, Hall, O'Brien, Campbell, Skelly, Clary, and Nolan. Discussion. It's a good thing. I'm concerned. Further discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Hanky,
Yes.
Mr. Ferguson,
Yes.
Mr. Shaw,
Yes.
Mr. Hall,
Yes.
Mr. Fisher,
Yes.
Mr. Hicks,
Yes.
Mr. Nolan,
Yes.
Mr. O'Brien,
Yes.
Mr. Half,
Yes.
Mr. Campbell,
Yes.
Mr. Skelly,
Yes.
Mr. Hogan,
Yes.
Mrs. Clary, Mr. Griffith,
Yes.
Mr. Rozell.
Yes.
The resolution is adopted, 4,482 yes, 208 absent. Resolution number 126 by Supervisors Hicks, Skelly, O'Brien, Clary, Wilson, title amend the staffing pattern and exempt salary schedule for park manager.
Moving 126.
Moved by Supervisor Hicks, second. Ferguson, Hall, Campbell, Clary, and Nolan. Discussion. This is also a roll call.
Mr. Hanky,
Yes.
Mr. Ferguson,
Yes.
Mr. Shaw,
Yes.
Mr. Hall,
Yes.
Mr. Fisher,
Yes.
Mr. Hicks,
Yes.
Mr. Nolan,
Yes.
Mr. O'Brien,
Yes.
Mr. Haff,
Yes.
Mr. Campbell,
Yes.
Mr. Skelly,
Yes.
Mr. Hogan,
Yes.
Mrs. Clary,
Yes.
Mr. Griffith,
Yes.
Mr. Rozell.
Yes.
Resolution is adopted, 4,482 yes, 208 absent. Resolution number 127 by Supervisors Hicks, Skelly, O'Brien, Clary, Wilson, titled to amend the staffing pattern, DPW road machinery.
Moving 127.
Moved by Supervisor Hicks, second. Ferguson, Hall, O'Brien, Campbell, Skelly, Clary, and Nolan. Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 128 by Supervisors Hicks, Skelly, O'Brien, Clary, Wilson, title amend staffing pattern, public health for temporary office manager.
Moving 128.
Moved by Supervisor Hicks, second. Ferguson, Hall, O'Brien, Campbell, Clary, and Nolan. Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 129 by Supervisors Hicks, Skelly, O'Brien, Clary, Wilson, title amend staffing pattern, sheriff to add 4 deputy sheriff positions.
Moving 129.
Moved by Supervisor Hicks, second. Ferguson, Hall, Fisher, O'Brien, Campbell, Clary, and Nolan. Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 130 by Supervisors Hicks, Skelly, O'Brien, Clary, Wilson, title amend the staffing pattern for reclassified positions in DSS.
Moving 130.
Moved by Supervisor Hicks, second. Ferguson, Hall, Campbell, Clary, and Nolan. Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 131 by Supervisors O'Brien, Haff, Hicks, Skelly, Hogan, Clary, Rozell, Wilson, title to correct tax rolls.
Mr. Chairman, moving resolution number 131.
Moved by Supervisor O'Brien, second. Ferguson, Hall, Clary, and Campbell. Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 132 by Supervisors O'Brien, Haff, Hicks, Skelly, Hogan, Clary, Rozell, Wilson, titled Increase Reserve Technology Projects.
Chairman, moving resolution number 132.
Moved by Supervisor O'Brien, second. Ferguson, Hall, Campbell, Clary, and Nolan. Discussion. Mr. Haff.
Are all these overkill monitors that are now in the room part of this?
No.
Where does the money come from for all these? I mean, this ridiculous number of monitors we have. We could have one jumbotron right there to do it all. Why do we have 4? 5? I think 5.
Question, wasn't a DSS ARPA money that paid for this?
Yeah.
Okay, but why they're here?
Let's go back to like 3 or 4 months, didn't we have this come through committee?
Yeah, we did.
Came through committee.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, but I
We
think
got
we
it
came to approve it, not the details of.
Oh, yeah, it had a total on it and everything.
We had actual meetings that discussed where they would be, how they would be.
Did everybody agree to that?
No, for the majority did.
Right, thank you.
Further discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye. I'm sorry. I'm a yes.
Resolution number 133 by Supervisors O'Brien, Haff, Hicks, Skelly, Hogan, Clary, Rozell, Wilson, title amend the staffing pattern to transfer title of cybersecurity officer to information technology.
Mr. Chairman, moving resolution number 133.
Moved by Supervisor O'Brien, second. Ferguson, Hall, Campbell, Clary, and Nolan. Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 134 by Supervisors O'Brien, Half, Hicks, Skelly, Hogan, Clary, Roselle, Wilson, title, amend 2023 County Road Fund budget to carry over unspent Lake Champlain Basin Program grant funds. Brian Maker.
Chairman, moving resolution number 134.
Moved by Supervisor O'Brien, second. Ferguson, Hall, Campbell, Skelly, Clary, Roselle, and Nolan. Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 135 by Supervisors O'Brien, Half, Hicks, Skelly, Hogan, Clary, Roselle, Wilson, title, amend 2023 County Road Fund budget to carry over unspent water quality improvement grant erosion remediation.
Chairman, moving resolution number 135.
Moved by Supervisor O'Brien, second. Ferguson, Hall, Campbell, Skelly, Clary, Roselle, and Nolan. Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 136 by Supervisors O'Brien, Half, Hicks, Skelly, Hogan, Clary, Roselle, Wilson, title, amend 2023 budget to carry over unspent water quality improvement grant culvert replacement.
Mr. Chairman, moving resolution number 136.
Moved by Supervisor O'Brien, second. Ferguson, Hall, Campbell, Skelly, Clary, Roselle, and Nolan. Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 137 by Supervisors O'Brien, Half, Hicks, Skelly, Hogan, Clary, Roselle, Wilson, title, amend carpool fund, shortage for veterans vans and sheriff vehicles.
Mr. Chairman, moving resolution number 137.
Moved by Supervisor O'Brien, second. Ferguson, Hall, Fisher, Campbell, Skelly, Clary, and Nolan. Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 138 by Supervisors O'Brien, Half, Hicks, Skelly, Hogan, Clary, Roselle, Wilson, title to authorize acceptance of water quality improvement grant project number 121383, Washington County CR 37 Drainage Improvement Project.
Mr. Chairman, moving resolution number 138.
Moved by Supervisor O'Brien, second. Ferguson, Hall, Campbell, Skelly, Clary, and Nolan. Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 139 by Supervisors O'Brien, Half, Hicks, Skelly, Hogan, Clary, Roselle, Wilson, title, amend 2023 Sewer District Number 2 budget for Route 197 Bridge Sewer Line Project.
Mr. Chairman, moving resolution number 139.
Moved by Supervisor O'Brien, second. Ferguson, Hall, Fisher, Campbell, Clary, and Nolan. Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 140 by Supervisors O'Brien, Half, Hicks, Skelly, Hogan, Clary, Roselle, Wilson, title, amend budget, capital project number 121, Sewer District Number 1, Engineering and Rehab.
Chairman, moving resolution number 140.
Moved by Supervisor O'Brien, second. Ferguson, Hall, Fisher, Campbell, and Nolan. Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 141 by Supervisors O'Brien, Half, Hicks, Skelly, Hogan, Clary, Roselle, Wilson, title, amend 2023 budget, sheriff, for agreement with the Village of Port Edward for sheriff patrols within the village and surrounding area.
Mr. Chairman, moving resolution number 141.
Moved by Supervisor O'Brien, second. Ferguson, Hall, Fisher, Campbell, and Nolan. Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 142 by Supervisors O'Brien, Half, Hicks, Skelly, Hogan, Clary, Roselle, Wilson, title, amend 2023 budget, Hewlett's Park.
Mr. Chairman, moving resolution number 142.
Moved by Supervisor O'Brien, second. Ferguson, Hall, Campbell, Roselle, and Nolan. Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 143 by Supervisors O'Brien, Half, Hicks, Skelly, Hogan, Clary, Roselle, Wilson, title, amend budget, capital project number 113, Homeland Security Grants for FY 2023 award.
Chairman, moving resolution number 143.
Moved by Supervisor O'Brien, second. Ferguson, Hall, and Nolan. Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 144 by Supervisors O'Brien, Half, Hicks, Skelly, Hogan, Clary, Roselle, Wilson, amend 2023 public safety budget to recognize emergency management performance grant.
Mr. Chairman, moving resolution number 144.
Moved by Supervisor O'Brien, second. Ferguson, Hall, Campbell, and Nolan. Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 145 by Supervisors O'Brien, Half, Hicks, Skelly, Hogan, Clary, Roselle, Wilson, title amend 2023 budget for small business technical assistance program and electric sign.
Chairman, moving resolution number 145.
Moved by Supervisor O'Brien, second. Ferguson, Hall, Campbell, and Nolan. Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Somebody have a comment? Oh, I'm sorry, okay. One name, carried.
Resolution number 146 by Supervisors O'Brien, Half, Hicks, Skelly, Hogan, Clary, Roselle, Wilson, titled to authorize and ratify signature of agreement for cleaning and minor repairs of Building C with Office of Court Administration.
Mr. Chairman, moving resolution number 146.
Moved by Supervisor O'Brien, second. Ferguson, Hall, Campbell, and Nolan. Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 147 by Supervisors O'Brien, Half, Hicks, Skelly, Hogan, Clary, Roselle, Wilson, titled to award mini bid number 12962 for passenger minivans 2.
Chairman, moving resolution number 147.
Moved by Supervisor O'Brien, second. Ferguson, Hall, Campbell, Clary, and Nolan. Discussion. Mr. Hass.
Mr. Chairman, do you know if this replaces a vehicle that already has a plow?
I do not know.
The minivan.
The minivan.
Oh, I'm sorry, I have one resolution with that.
Are you making a motion to put the dollar on minivan?
Sure. Is there any further comment? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 148 by Supervisors O'Brien, Half, Hicks, Skelly, Hogan, Clary, Roselle, Wilson, titled to award mini bid number 12961 for Class 3 one-ton crew cab 4x4 with plow.
Mr. Chairman, moving resolution number 148.
Moved by Supervisor O'Brien, second. Ferguson, Hall, Nolan, Clary, and Nolan. Discussion. Mr. Hass.
Mr. Chairman, do you know if this replaces a vehicle that already has a plow?
I do not, but I bet our Supervisor of Public Works does. Yes.
Why would we not keep the plow?
So one goes into spare status and we still use.
So you will auction off the existing vehicle, or keep the plow? If this replaces a vehicle, you will then auction off that vehicle and keep the plow?
This replaces a vehicle, but that vehicle goes into spare status.
My question is about the plow. Does that vehicle that will go into spare status have a plow? We keep the entire thing in spare status. Thank you.
Mr. Kelly.
Sometimes, Dana, and I'm not sure if this is the case, we found out in town, when you get 3-4 years out, the same plows don't mount to the same trucks because they change underneath, so it's almost easier to get the plow with it than it is to try to convert the old plow.
I don't agree with that because you can get the backer plates and everything for a vehicle for the plow. It's probably gonna be Fisher plow.
Yeah, but don't you have a Dodge? Further discussion? Thank you, Dan. All those in favor?
149 by Supervisors O'Brien, Half, Hicks, Skelly, Hogan, Clary, Roselle, Wilson, entitled to approve changing the health insurance plan design.
Mr. Chairman, moving resolution number 149.
Moved by Supervisor O'Brien, second. Hall, Campbell, Clary, and Nolan. I understand someone wishes to offer an amendment to this. Mr. O'Brien.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to move an amendment to this. There was two words left off there, two very, very important words. In the first whereas, the two words "and retirers" were omitted, so I move to amend that 149 to include "and retirees."
By Supervisor O'Brien, second. Ferguson, Hall, Campbell, Clary, and Nolan. Discussion on the amendment. Voting on the amendment. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Returning to the resolution as amended. Is there discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 150 by Supervisors O'Brien, Half, Hicks, Skelly, Hogan, Clary, Roselle, Wilson, entitled to authorize interfund loan to capital project number 131, Batten Dugan Bridge.
Mr. Chairman, moving resolution number 150.
Moved by Supervisor O'Brien, second. Ferguson, Hall, Campbell, and Nolan. Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 151 by Supervisors O'Brien, Half, Hicks, Skelly, Hogan, Clary, Roselle, Wilson, entitled to authorize interfund loan to capital project number 134, Gray Lane Bridge over the Meadowee.
Chairman, moving resolution number 151.
Moved by Supervisor O'Brien, second. Ferguson, Hall, Campbell, Skelly, Roselle, and Nolan. Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 152 by Supervisors O'Brien, Half, Hicks, Skelly, Hogan, Clary, Roselle, Wilson, entitled to authorize interfund loan to capital project number 135, County Route 3 Bridge, Town of Putnam.
Chairman, moving resolution 152.
Moved by Supervisor O'Brien, second. Ferguson, Hall, Campbell, Roselle, and Nolan. Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 153 by Supervisors Clary, Campbell, Fedler, Skelly, Wilson, Nolan, entitled to make appointment to the Professional Advisory Board, Public Health.
Resolution number 153.
Moved by Supervisor Clary, second. Ferguson, Hall, Shaw, Campbell, and Nolan. Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. And that concludes the resolutions. Supervisor's comments. Mr. Shaw.
This might be more for Al, but there again, we approved 4, I think, interfund loans. Do you have to charge interest on that when you do that? No. You? No.
Only for the sewer.
Hall.
Yes, Chairman, thank you. Just like to make known to the body, to the Board of Supervisors, that on Wednesday night, the 14th Town Board passed local law number 1 for the year, short-term rental of local law, and we'll be glad to share that for anybody that may want to take a look at it and see what we had in the plan. We spent about a year and a half with the working group putting it together, where we took a look at many of the different towns around the state and things they had put into their plan, and those that had stood the test of time, we used some of those, and the ones that were short-lived and they had to change because didn't seem to work out in their communities, we tried to avoid the same mistake for the same reasons that they had quoted. So, be glad to share that with anyone that may be looking for it, has short-term rentals within their towns.
Thank you. That's appreciated. I think we've maybe all got that coming. Anybody else? Campbell.
I'd like to thank everyone for the support they've given the town of Hebron and the latest tragedy. This one is probably the worst we've had in recent years, but not long since we had the child burn up in a fire covering. Really appreciate everyone that's reached out.
Thank you. We've certainly gotten plenty of input on that from all over the world now. And pleased with a lot of the positive stuff that we've got coming together, and I am very distressed by some of the very nasty stuff that's coming across this phone in here and through our dispatchers and things like that. Anyway, Mr. O'Brien.
I'd like to mention that, there's a GoFundMe page for the family. And while you look at it, there was over 3,500 people that donated to this cause. I know it's not a good answer to anything, but at least we should see there's a lot of support for them, and a lot of people are giving well wishes through the only means they can.
Larry.
It has been a pretty emotional week for me with, Western was my childhood home. And I know that hill better than probably most areas. Washington County employees and that amount of support and what other in Civic County totally interesting. You know, it shows our experience, finding that there's people out there that don't have cell service, don't have landlines. Probably the past, all of a sudden you realize that people can't call out. But it's brought some things to light. They don't want to be brought to light, but they are being brought to light. This picture is we lost. My heart goes out to them all. One of us wonder if we should go into a driveway or not. The grandchildren are going to.
Anyone else? Okay, I'm not gonna make any large-scale statement today, because I think that, A, I've learned that there's nothing you can say, and B, I don't think I have anything to add to it. I would point out that I'm going down to the services for them today. The sheriff is taking a big contingent down at, I think, a lot of the corrections all around the country. Is probably coming in around 2 o'clock, so I'm gonna get down early. If anybody else was thinking of going down, I would recommend, I think the hours are 12 to 4, and then the funeral's at 4. I'm gonna try and get as close to 12 and, the beginning if you want. So anybody else going down, I would recommend early if you're going. Any other comments? Would you adjourn us?
By order of the chairman of the Washington County Board of Supervisors, Robert Henke, I declare this meeting adjourned until May 19th, which is our next regular stated communication.